Rahubat. What's
Rahubat.
going on,
Rahubat.
brother? I'm pretty much calling because, I want to get your, I guess, your opinion or your advice. I'm new, like I'm just now joining YouTube creation,
Okay.
and I wanted to get into, religious, talk about kinetic science and stuff like that. So, my question is like, how can I be successful at it? And also, like, I noticed that is it a good topic to talk about? Because I noticed that sometimes, like you look at these streamers today, they don't really talk about anything informative. It's just play, and they get a lot of views. While people talk about religious, they seem to not get as much subscribers as the ones who just don't talk about information. So my question is like, how can you be successful in the information field, and how do you like be successful in this type of realm of this topic, this based on these topics?
Okay. But when the topics of, because you said
You
religion.
Yeah, because I want to get into more talk about kinetic science, talk about Kemet and ancient Egypt, and stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, but getting into that religious field, I noticed that the subscribers usually like 30,000, 20K,
Mm,
60K, some 100K. But if you look at streamers, you got millions of views. Some
right.
people have millions. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. So,
So what do you think?
yeah. So the first thing you have to define is what do you call success, right? Because
Uh-huh.
success means different things to different people. Is
Just some,
success? It's a
to me, just make enough money.
right. Okay. Now, then you have to say, are you doing it for the money? Because some people just do things for the money, and just because something is seem to be successful or popular now doesn't mean that it will always be that way. I'm saying that to say that you have to look at why you're doing it. If you're doing it to save people's souls and you're doing it because of truth, because truth is not something that it's as popular as it's supposed to be, because many people have been sold error and have been misguided, and have gone the wrong way. So it seems like it's not successful now, but truth is something that is the future, and everybody wants to know the truth, even though it may take people a long time to come to it, and it's all about the vibration on the planet. So if you look at something like, let's say, something that just came and then became very successful, right? Something like, let's say, even cryptocurrency or Bitcoin or anything like that. It
Right.
When it first comes out, it's only those who know the value of it that jump on board. I think I made a comment the last live that, Wu-Sabat is like that valuable that those who are catching on, who are ready, who are now awoke, they know that, as I say, Wu-Sabat is the future. So
I
it's
agree.
going to become more and more something that people want, because you cannot sustain and live on lies, because it doesn't feed your soul, right? And you can see
Right.
that that world is coming down now, where everything is becoming exposed. Lies are being exposed. Things that were once hidden are now being exposed. So eventually, most people are going to want to live by truth. And if you don't, then you're going to fade away with the dying world of fakeness, lies, misinformation, and so on and so forth. So you have to position yourself in the position that you know is going to grow and become the norm. So, like I said, it's not about doing it for money, because if we were doing it for money, there's so many, like you say, channels you watch that they just really not teaching you anything. It's just pranks and all kinds of nonsense, and
Right.
they get lots of views. But people are waking up and want substance and want the truth. So But I do know what you're saying. It would seem that way because it's starting out and it's growing. But listen, we
Yeah.
can reach millions of people if we just helped and shared. Because remember that when you're in a when you're alone in terms of your uniqueness, you're gonna get people that will be like I said. I gave the example with the like say cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. When Bitcoin first came out, no one really knew about it. It was only a few people, and what it was worth then, people didn't see how it's gonna be what it is today. So
Right.
we know this is the real deal. You know that's why we have no one else on the planet is doing what we're doing. So imagine that. We're the only ones that are taking people's questions live. We're available every day on Telegram. We do lives every Saturday and have been doing this for over 50 years. So it shows you how
Right.
the longevity, and we are the only ones who have a being with 76 trillion years of knowledge. So after a while,
Right.
those guys are going to run out of information because you can only say the same thing in so many ways,
So
so
many
many
times.
times, whereas
Right.
we can keep going because there are so many people that have questions about things that they've not been told or taught about. So you just have to
Okay.
start reading and studying and you will see the change in yourself.
Well, I definitely have to say, when it comes to like my my purpose in life, you know, pretty much is it just for money or is it for something more than money? Of course, I definitely want to make money out of it doing something I love, and I think that would be successful. Of course, but the stuff that I feel like personally is that my purpose is, I always thought as a young kid to be somewhat of a priest, but that's never been in my heart. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I'm like now that I'm older, I'm noticing that of course the Kemetic and the Egyptian, of course, and as well Wu-Sabat as well. These Egypt topics seem to be, I think is going to be in the future, and I think that me helping out people is my calling, waking them up to the truth and stuff like that. But I
Right.
also want to have fun doing it, man. I don't want to be that teacher is just she's just like, okay, here comes the next class. I
Right.
want to be a teacher who's like a gang leader. I'm not saying
No, I
I'm not
know.
saying
But this is where
yeah.
it starts from you and it starts from, like you say, like your purpose. And Wu-Sabat is the way to find out really what your true purpose is. And like, it's about coming closer. You have to start from yourself. You have to learn. And then as you're learning, you will find the way that you have your purpose, but we also have a collective purpose, as the caller previously was asking, that our collective purpose is to free the master, that we can build a world and live in the world that we want. You have to be the change that you want, and so you have to come close, come work with the family. You can't be in isolation, and that's why we're here, So yeah, make
Definitely.
work your
So,
way
so,
to yeah,
so do you think? So do you think? I definitely about to link up with you guys on that because like this is something I'm really about to dedicate my life to. But it's like I'm gonna ask you was I noticed that you answer a lot of different questions from people from all walks of life, and when I do look at YouTube, I do see that you're the only one doing it in a similar in a way that's just uniquely your own.
right,
So my question is like, so do like having doing something in the game was nobody done before in YouTube, would that get you like that success that bring you over the top than everybody else? So like I noticed
yeah,
that
I hear you. But the
yeah,
thing is
everybody
that
got
it's
that one thing that's original.
right. But the thing is, YouTube is it works by algorithms, and that's why we always ask for the support of people because if it's based on the amount of people that like and share and because the algorithm deals with it's AI really. So if we like content, and we don't support it and we don't share it and we don't help it to rise to the top of the search engines, then you can have the best content in the world, but if it's not being shared, that's why, as simple as it may seem, when we say please like, share, send it to other people, then yeah, we that's what we want to do. We want to make sure that we reach as many people as possible, but not everyone is going to gravitate towards it because the devil has done a good job in confusing and hiding information to the point where, when you people don't want to actually, some people don't want to know the truth. If there's a natural burning or yearning within you to know the truth, you will find the truth. But some people want to put their head deep in the sand and don't want to hear the truth because they think by hiding away it's going to go away. They say ignorance is bliss, but it's like
Yeah.
it's just
That's why I think
ignorance.
about these pranks
It's
nowadays.
not
You
going
know
to
what I'm
change the
saying?
truth. Yeah,
Yeah, people doing these pranks that somewhat like internet drama
yeah.
seem to be,
It's quality
here
versus
today, gone tomorrow type of thing. So
quality
I
versus
definitely want.
quantity. Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you think? What do you think would be a breakout? Um, like if a new person, what do you like to see something new from a new creator? Like what do you think of that breakout you would like to see just for you personally?
To be honest, we kind of focus on Wu-Sabat because Wu-Sabat covers everything and it's there to help people and to bring them to know about, the master teacher, right knowledge and the right understanding, which is going to take them to a level in their development as a being higher than anyone else can. Now, when you do something that you're passionate about, something that you care about, and you're not focusing on the money, then you're already a success because the money and material things will come because it's about the frequency. It's about the more you give, the more you get. And people don't really fully understand that because they try to chase things rather than allowing their vibration to attract what they need. So I'm saying to you, like, just find something you're passionate about, and there's nothing for me more passionate than to see someone reach their highest potential and someone waking up from the matrix. It's like, the movie The Matrix, when you unplug someone from the matrix and they get to see like they're being controlled and it's an illusion and they think they're going somewhere but they're just going around in circles and their whole being, because you have to remember that this is not the end. Like, this is the lowest, like the material plane and the physical plane is like you have other existences that you can experience if you raise yourself to that level, you see. But when you're dumbed down, you just keep repeating this cycle over and over and over again, not having the ability to reach these higher dimensions and experience other worlds and other, yeah, types of existence. So there's nothing to me that is more rewarding than to see like when you turn that light on in people, spark them off and get them to be able to like see reality for what it really is and to live a
Right.
loving, caring, peaceful life that they would not be able to because they're enslaved by, the matrix and the system. So, yeah, I do. I was just gonna say that. Yeah, I hope that's helped you. But come closer
Yeah.
because, you know, working together with others is always gonna help you elevate even further. All right.
Okay. Okay. All right. Oh, question. Last question before I go, man.
Sure. Sure. Go ahead.
Do you guys help brothers to become successful?
Absolutely. We not only help brothers, we help everyone, male and female. And that's why I say come close. Let's see, because it all depends on what you're trying to do. And Wu-Sabat, we are professionals in every in every facet of society. So our main goal is, as I said, to unite, because there's power in numbers, and unity is our strength. So that's what we have to focus on. And with that, we can achieve and do anything. So when I say come close, that's part of it. Come close and let's see who we can work with and who is actually serious, because talk is cheap, action speaks louder than words. So,
Your words.
yeah.
Okay, okay. Hey, man, thanks a lot, man. You definitely helped me out. And I noticed that you don't even do it for the money. You do it for the thank yous. So, but thank
Yeah,
you
absolutely.
again.
We do it for the master teacher, because he's never done it for the money. Like, it's just always been about waking people up and saving souls, you know. All right, so yeah, until the next time. Yeah, and I hope you are in the Telegram group and we can continue our conversation offline. All right,
All right. Thank you
take
so
care.
much, man.
Wadu.